Hello and welcome to Friday's reading. I'm recording this on a Sunday as per usual. The crystal has been out and I can't say sunshine because it was raining. It was raining earlier, but it's charged up, so, and it's the energy's there, okay, as you can see. So I'm just going to get started, okay. Then if you can make sure you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. You know, right away I'm getting a wee boy who's he looks about 5, right? And do you know those wee snowsuits that they get? And he's out, I can see he's got his wee, well, we call them wellies in Scotland, right? But I think in America you call them snow boots, right? And he's got them on, and he's got like a wee all-in-one kind of, all-in-one wee kind of it's like a kind of overcoat thing. It's like, we call them snowsuits, right? So that's what he's got on, and he's pulling a sleigh, like a wee sled, and he's gone up a hill that's obviously covered in snow. And his wee sled's red. And his wee boots are sinking into the snow. And do you know one of the wee hats that's got fur on it? And it's got it's kind of wee flaps for the ears. I can't remember what they call them, but that's what he's got on. And he's in his own wee world, just having fun in the snow. I think it's to do with someone's child, right, has asked, well, the child might be a wee bit older than 5, but between 5 and 7, right, and they've asked their mum and dad, will things ever get back together? Will things ever go back to the way they were? And I think he's happiest when, wee boy's no past or anything, but he's happiest when he's playing in the snow, and that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. That's what he misses most. He told his dad and his mum, that's what he misses most. And obviously they're saying, yeah, I'll return. I think it's just a case of, it's an overall where the children are beginning to wonder if things will get back to normal. You know? Wow. I think that was just an overall message for, you know, like the parents to say, yeah, it will. You know, I'm getting a factory, and it's like paper. See the big rolls of paper you get? That's what I'm getting, rolls of paper. Somebody used to work in a paper factory, and I'm getting an American feel. The wee boy that comes through, that was like an American feel as well. It's a paper but do you know, it's like brown paper they're making. Like, say, you know, like say the paper that you used to kind of, it would be brown paper, and it would be like kind of tied up with string, which gives a kind of older, like maybe 1930s feel. That's what I'm getting. Do you know what it is? I'm getting, somebody has taken over an old paper factory, right? It's quite run down, and they got it for next to nothing, right? But they're going to turn it into the likes of, they're bringing in old this is strange. They're bringing in old computers, and they're going through these computers, right? And it's old computers, but I get a military feel with this, as if they've taken this over. All this is no military secrets I'm giving out here, but it's as if they've taken this place over, and it's definitely an old paper factory, and it's got old machinery in it. It's as if it's like a time capsule kind of thing, and it's like under the guise of they're looking for something in these computers. They're definitely looking for something, and they've got military uniforms on, right? I don't know anything about the American military, but that's what they're, and it's something specific they're looking for in these computers. It's not as if they're reconditioning them to you know, it's for people to reuse. They're actually looking into these computers. They're looking for something. They're looking for evidence. That's what I'm getting. They're definitely looking for evidence. Do you know, it's somebody who's bringing this in that's saying that they're doing a great job. It's like a military man, and I'm getting, see, we say Craig over here, but it's Craig. It's like Craig he's saying. I mean, in Scotland we'll say Craig, right? But it's like the name Craig, but it's Craig. Craig. It's like Sergeant Craig Moncrief. Sergeant Craig Moncrief. Now, he's passed. He passed a long time. He's telling me he passed him like a long time ago, but he's there must be something tied to that. To maybe he did that in that kind of, well, not kind of, you know, computers obviously, but it's as if he was into the kind of official secrets. I hope I'm not giving away official secrets here. He just wants them, you know, but it's definitely correct. It's kind of, we would say Craig in Scotland, but this is Craig. So if anybody's watching this for America, please let me know if I'm saying this right, because it's C-R-A-I-G, right? To me that's Craig. Okay, that's definitely, we would say Craig, but it's Craig they're saying. Thanks very much. I'm sure that they'll kind of know that you're happy, okay? He's fading out now. This goes to be one extreme to the other, right? Do you know what I'm getting? The Orient Express now. The Orient Express, right? And it's an old couple, right? And I think was it their 60th wedding anniversary, and they went in the Orient Express for their last kind of wee holiday. Bill, it's like, I'm not getting to say it. Bill and can you say that you're Bill and Vivian? Bill and Vivian. And one of the last trips together they went, and I think it was like a present, and they went in the Orient Express. Bill and Vivian. They've both passed away, and they're just wanting their relatives whoever kind of might know this to pass it on that they're both fine. They're still together, they're both fine, you know, and do you know that they say that it's Bill that's come through, and he's telling me that he didn't believe anything like that. He didn't believe anything like this, right? But he says that yes, so somebody must be wondering what happens and if you go anywhere when you die, or if when you die that's it. But Bill is saying that he didn't believe it, but he's having it. It's beautiful. And it's not, you know how you think up and then, but he says it's not. It's it's a place, and he says he's still, no, they're still together. I think Vivian crossed first, and then Bill wasn't too, I think they were about 80 when they died. 80? I think Bill's saying he was 90 when he passed away, but Vivian was about 80. They both passed just after that trip. And whoever paid for the trip always wonders, it's always been wondering if that trip was too much for them, and they're saying no, that was they really enjoyed that trip. He's fading out now. Thanks for coming. Anyone else? Oh wow. Do you know what? This must be... mine last week's theme seemed to be like World War II. This seems to be travel, right? Because we had the wee boy travelling up and down in his sleigh, right? With the exception of the second one, but this is two, right? There's the Orient Express, but now I'm getting shown the Titanic. The Titanic, right? And this person wasn't supposed to be on the Titanic, but they took somebody else's place. But he says that it is what it is. It is what it is. He wasn't afraid. You know, when you look, I mean, he's showing me him looking over the edge into the black, it's like black water, right? And he showed me he's young, he's very young, and he's looking over the edge thinking, all right, well, this is it. But he crossed too soon. So he is thinking that he's possibly going to come back, reincarnate. I'm trying to get a name, but can you give me a name? It's just saying Jim, so I mean that's very generic, isn't it? But it is what it is. Thank you, Jim. Anyone else? They're all quite shy today. They're not like last week when they were queuing up. Anyone else? Wow. Do you know, I'm seeing an avalanche, right? And I'm seeing like the French Alps, right? And it's a big avalanche. And do you know, it's like people were sitting in a restaurant and they were watching this avalanche coming towards them. Relatively, it's not kind of, this is relatively new. They didn't suffer. They didn't suffer, they're telling me. The two of them passed away and they didn't suffer. They just want their, must be parents then. They want their parents to know that they didn't suffer. Both sets of parents, so I'm seeing them as married. Wow. Okay, hopefully somebody will get the message to someone. Anyone else? There's always animals. Do you know I'm getting a wee white dog? A wee white dog. Tiny, it's a wee tiny dog. And it's crossed. And I think it's just crossed within the past couple of days. It had cancer, the wee dog. But it's a wee boy dog, right, and he's running around, so anybody watching that, if you've got your wee dog's crossed, your wee dog, sorry, we call it duck in Scotland, your wee dog has crossed, then it's fine, he's fine, okay, he's fine. Anything else? Anything else before I go? Do you know, I'm getting members of the animal kingdom. I've got a lion here, I've got a giraffe, I'm trying to count them, so a lion, a giraffe, an elephant, lion, giraffe, elephant. I think that's about it now. Just see if I can see it. And do you know, they're coming across and they're telling us, please stop killing us. The tiger's almost extinct, they're telling us. Wow. Okay, I've told them. I got a bear as well, a bear too. Do you know, the animal kingdom's telling me that they're not there for, some of them possibly food source. I'm only going to say what I see, right? But there's others, they're saying but they're not there for your pleasure, right? So I just say what I'm getting, right? Anything else? Thank you for coming through, I've let them know. See, I'm getting shown Noah's Ark. The animals went in 2 by 2. And they're saying there's not a lot of us left. Wow. It's as random as anything I get. I'm seeing if there's anything else. No. I think that's everything. That's everything. Well, thank you very much to all those who come through. I hope those watching get the messages, and I'll see you next week, okay? I'll say a prayer for all those who need a prayer. Okay. See you next week. Bye for now.